LCO, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short, or Divine Starseed. This is a quick flip through / mini reading with my friend V from V Love and Tarot, aka V Love and Crystals Oracle deck. This is the Wishes Oracle deck, and I have a couple of her other decks I'm going to be doing flip throughs of. This one is retiring soon. So if you like what you see, my love, I recommend that you go to the links in the description and check it out. I will have both of the sites listed, her personal website as well as her Etsy. She has a sale, I believe, on her personal one, so get these while they're available. Don't expect them to be gilded. I gild my cards, so it doesn't come with this gold trim that you see. It's going to be a plain trim, but everything else on the cards is as they are because I take very good care of my decks. So even though I've had this for a very long time now, it is still in great condition, as you can see, which also says it holds up well. We're gonna get right on into the flip through. Okay, that was the flip through. I tried to make sure that I focused on all the cards. I really wanted you guys to also see one of the things that I like when doing reviews. You can find almost any video of cards being reviewed in, like, you know, normal lighting, normal settings. I tend to be one who likes ambiance more, certain color schemes and whatnot, certain LED lights in the background, and I wanted to show you guys just how gorgeous the deck looks in this type of lighting and setting, and how the color scheme looks like it comes to life. I love that about decks like hers, you know. All of her decks do this. I have a few, I have many of V's oracles, and I love them all. I love them all for different reasons, and I tend to use them the way that I'm intuitively guided to use them. So like this deck, which is focused on wishes, can also be used to show not only what you're manifesting in, but what dreams haven't you even realized that are coming in. Just the way the design is. Yes, they have, you know, like, so for example, self-control, but like you got the little dog with the little treat on his nose, and just something about the imagery helps to bring even more clarity to the situation. As an intuitive reader, as a channeler first, having decks and cards that can showcase what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is really important, because it helps to make things make sense to clients. So whether you're thinking about getting this for yourself, you can pull a card every day to get like, what should I focus on the day? What should my where should my manifestation skills be focused for the day? You might choose this deck. Or if you're reading for a client, you just need a quick card pull, whichever. However, this is a good one to have, the Wishes Oracle. And again, I will have the name and where you can buy it from in the description. The space has already been cleared. But let's go ahead on and do a quick channel message for the collective using just this deck and see what we get. Shout out to V. This isn't a sponsored video. These are decks that I've purchased with my own money, for those who might be curious. Let's see, collective. For you, what is it that you're manifesting through? What wishes are coming true? Known or unbeknownst to you, what wishes are coming through and manifesting? A powerful voice. You see what I mean about like how striking the image is? Notice how the mouth is open and he's just, like he's, compelling. He's commanding a space at the top of his lungs and is actually stretching over a city. If you can see that down there, over the city, over the sea, having a voice that stretches wide. I don't feel like you're going to need to be as dramatic. I don't feel that you're going to have to boast or project your vocal that far, but I do feel like your voice as an energy is so powerful. It will transcend spaces. So there's something that you might want to convey, speak up on. This energy is saying, hey, this is the time to do it. Let's see what else. What else is a part of that message? Ooh, because your voice has a powerful effect when it comes to positive change. When it comes to you journeying beyond certain borders and limitations, your voice can not only help you in this regard, but help others. Expressing happiness, that's key. Allowing yourself to tap in with your inner child, be playful, laugh, giggle. Don't be afraid to be silly if necessary. Sometimes what actually holds us back when it comes to vocals, our own subconscious thought about looking silly, coming off wrong, speech impairments and all of that. That alone can make us so serious about what it is that we're trying to convey, whether it's serious or not, that we end up hiccuping or pausing or getting stuck when we do hiccup. I'm filming this late at night, so I'm a little out of it. And if I was to take time to sit here and go, oh, well, since I'm a little tired because I did a lot today, let me just put it off and film later when I feel like I'm moved to do it now. I'm moved to put the camera on, press record, and do this now. If I was to be so concerned about that tiredness sort of making me hiccup a little bit, or maybe not hiccup, but just stumble a little on words, if I stay on it, it becomes the premise of the whole message. It becomes the premise of the whole video. Because what'll happen, you'll keep trying to correct yourself. You'll keep feeling the need to maybe point it out. And you'll find yourself quieting that voice because you don't want to sound off, or you don't want to sound tired, whatever the case may be. Sometimes when you're moved to convey a message at a certain time where you don't feel quite ready, that's when you're ready. Now, always check in with your intuition. Always use your discernment when you're receiving messages, especially from, an outside source. But understand that there's a reason you're compelled to do certain things that would take you out of your comfort zone or put you in a predicament where normally you would focus too much on what isn't that relevant, right? But when you allow yourself to be in this happiness, in this playfulness, when you allow yourself to not take yourself too seriously, your voice can then speak without restriction. And that's a positive change that breeds more happiness into your space. So someone has to be mindful to just not get so caught up on the small things. We have closure. Somebody is using their voice. And here's the sunflowers again. And you guys know for a while the sunflowers have been a really strong message. Someone needs closure in order to progress forward. And the one thing that was holding you back from that closure was speaking your voice or standing by what you said. And again, there's something about taking yourself too seriously, maybe even taking this situation too seriously. If it's already a situation that's done and, it's just over with, what is the point of keeping it so relevant in your life? Sometimes closure is the not talking. Sometimes closure is just simply saying to yourself in a powerful voice, in a compelling voice, I'm choosing to move on from these circumstances. I'm choosing to move in a positive direction, to be more playful, to have more fun. Playful in a very freeing way, not a destructive way, because people like to confuse the two. But I'm choosing to have fun with life, to breathe joy. That can be your closure. Instead of looking to communicate with someone that perhaps either isn't here to communicate with anymore, or if you were to talk to them, it would dampen your mood. Sometimes the closure is just deciding with yourself what you will and will not do moving forward. And then standing by that. So someone needs to stand by something they said. It was a powerful thing to say, to activate within yourself. Now you have to live it. Walk it like you talk it, right? That's where you are. For some of you in this collective. But for most of you, I feel like this still has something to do with inner child, with your inner child voice. Maybe you need closure on something that happened in childhood. Okay? And we have humility. Somebody might have been a little too prideful to let go of something, or a little too prideful to apologize, whatever the case may be. There's something about pride being here and kind of restricting you from saying something because you felt like that would lower you perhaps to someone else's level, or that it would somehow make the situation again seem not as serious as it was. For you to be the person, to be the bigger person, to either apologize or to say, hey, I'm making this choice to move on. Somehow you being that individual made you feel like you were giving your power away. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. Making a firm decision to move in a positive direction for your happiness. Getting in tune with joy again. If you didn't have a good childhood, getting in tune with the inner child of yourself to give your life that joy you didn't get to experience. For whatever reason, whatever the situation might be, that's what helps you to have closure. And that's what helps you to look at the situation. Instead of being cocky or overly prideful, you have some humility. You're able to look and go, okay, I see what the benefit was. I see what the lesson was. I can receive grace and I can give grace, because that's ultimately what that is. It's not about bowing down to anyone or giving your power away. It's just recognizing grace. Grace that you have the power to give, and grace that you deserve to receive from others, and making a firm decision on how you're going to walk in that grace. Okay? Let's get a few more messages and then we can call it. What have I been saying this whole time? There you go. Freedom. Freedom. I'm hearing that song, freedom. I won't let you down. I will not give you up. So that song could be relevant to somebody here. Freedom to love. Freedom to love and be loved and accept affection. To no longer push it away or shun it because you're caught up in past situations, past traumas. You're allowing yourself to move on to bigger and better. Okay, and that also means in connections. Now, this doesn't have to just be romantic love, right? But I mean, it's there and we can't ignore it. It is there, right? Bottom of the deck, we have self-control. Self-control comes with understanding the self, okay? And we have travel, possibly because of your talents. Someone is probably good at expressing their emotions and their feelings through their talents. So perhaps you're an artist, maybe you do writing of some kind. A lot of times people will do little journals, but they're very creative in how they do their journals. I'm seeing a journal where there's like little collage pictures on it. You take time in like doing that, like a scrapbook kind of journal. That's good for you. Again, that helps you tap into the inner child. Amazing things are manifesting in your life. And quite honestly, for this collective, I feel like some of those things you aren't even aware of. Self-improvement. I wouldn't have took it otherwise, but I feel like it wanted to come off, and look at it. Look at how it fits into the message. Self-improvement. Some of you aren't aware of just how much of this is coming in your life as you choose to move in a powerful direction, as you choose to use your powerful voice in a very enlightened way. Instead of out of anger, instead of out of hurt and whatever went wrong. I don't even feel like this reading wants to focus on that. When it comes to whatever that closure is about, yes, for some of you it's tied into childhood. From some of you, it's connected to maybe a person or a situation where you didn't want to seem weak. You didn't want to seem like, well, why I always got to be the forgiving party. Forgiveness is for you in the sense that you're no longer allowing yourself to be affected by that thing in the past. It no longer has power over you. So you don't need the closure of sometimes cussing out the person or any of that. It's simply moving forward. The fact that you make the choice to move forward, the fact that you make the conscious choice to be happy, that takes away any power that any other outside energy could have tried to have over you. You're choosing to accept what you want in life, what you truly desire, and you're making sure that you're evaluating yourself so that those desires aren't attached to something that was toxic in the past. And my darlings, your reading went a little longer than I would expect it to, but it's what you needed to hear. If you're watching this, there's a rhyme and a reason. My love, is up to you to trust your intuition and use your discernment to see what all is here for you. And I pray that it gave you the clarity that you need moving forward. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. Again, check out V's Oracle, available in her shops on Etsy and also her personal website. Links in description. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls. If you enjoy the vibe around here, be sure to subscribe and, of course, check out my Oracle decks. See you next time.